husband's really smart.
Mila Kunis may have learned her lesson when offering her husband Ashton Kutcher financial advice. The Black Swan actress had some choice words for her man when he asked her about investing in a new company nearly a decade ago.
He was like, hey, there's this company, it's kind of like a ride share. So my dad in real life is a cab driver, was a cab driver, he's retired now. And so I grew up on tips from a cab driver like that. So he's like, there's this company, it's kind of like a cab company, but anybody can drive the cab. I was like, that's the worst idea ever.
But Mila told Stephen Colbert on The Late Show that Ashton wanted her to give it a shot before she wrote it off.
And he was like, let me get you this thing, it's called Uber. Let me just order it for you, you can test this out. And I was like, you're gonna put me in a car with a stranger? What is wrong with you? Like, I was furious at him.
The Bad Moms actress says Ashton is quite the venture capitalist. He has invested in a lot of other big-time startups, including Airbnb and 2020's viral currency trend.
He sat me down, he's like, hey babe, I gotta explain this thing to you. Tell me if I'm crazy. And I was like, cool, what is it, babe? He's like, there's this thing, it's like mining for money. It's called like cryptocurrency. And there's a company called this is 8+ years ago. He was like, it's called Bitcoin. He explains this whole thing to me and I was like, well, is it FDIC insured? And he was like, no, that's the point. It's not. And I was like, well, then who's gonna make sure it's safe? And he was like, that's the point. And I was like, well, I think this is a horrible idea.
Happy wife, happy life. The That 70s Show actress says her co-star and husband of almost 6 years usually asks for her input when making investment decisions.
I am a big consumer. I feel like I have really good gut instincts on consumer goods. And so if it's coming out of our personal account, I do vet all the companies.
The couple have 2 kids together and seem to make this part of their family's evening routine. It sounds like Ashton has also learned a thing or two about his marriage along the way.
This happens nightly. The sad part is it happens probably too often. And the best part about him is he's really smart about including me in everything and making sure that I'm aware of everything that's happening. He's also really smart at knowing that sometimes you shouldn't listen to your wife.
The For Good Days actress, whose husband is also the co-founder of the company A-Grade Investments, says she's now reveling in her own defeat.
There's companies all the time that he'll talk about that to me seem so ludicrous. Why would I want to sleep on someone's couch and pay for it? Like, it's ludicrous. And yet, here we are, and I Airbnb everything, I Uber everywhere, and I use cryptocurrency. So guess what? I've never been happier to be wrong.